you study philosophers.
Mm-hmm.
In that documentary, they referenced the allegory of the cave a lot.
Sure.
Do you remember that?
Danny knows this one really well, and she's excited to talk about it.
Honestly, would you mind switching to the handheld and coming and explaining this? Because I learned about it, but I cannot accurately depict what this was. So, Dave, it's only on you. So just
philosopher I was looking for is Rene
Danny, can you explain it in this microphone?
Yeah. Hi.
Hey, Danny.
Okay, so at the allegory of the cave, you have a group of people that have been put inside of a cave and are being projected through, like how
shadows and fire.
Yeah, fire and shadows. They're all chained up. The only thing they can see is in front of them, and so people are giving them a truth that only they understand. Right. So a guy gets out, and it's up to him to either go back in and share with everyone else that truth, or to like go on with his life.
And what does he do? What does he do? Does he tell everyone? Because their reality, their world becomes shadows against the cave wall, projected onto them by.
Think that's truth. They think that's the ultimate truth, but there's more truth.
There's always more to be found.
Yeah.
And what you see is not always the complete depiction of what is exactly happening. So it's essentially that your perception could lie to you.
The one thing I did find interesting in that documentary, because I may have missed the mark on accurately describing it, is the power of media. That I believe in. The power of media as a form of like brainwashing or getting people to think or act a certain way.
Sure.
I mean, bro, like even this podcast, like we attempt to get you to think or act a certain way. We attempt to get you to like us.
But
like you've been tricked.
But not from an angle of being told to do so. That's the difference. The belief is that media, whether it be Fox News or MSNBC or CNN, is acting on behalf of the people that pay their way. We are not being instructed or told to do anything. We're just talking, and maybe we want you to believe a certain way, but I think that's anything. Any human conversation is leading you to some sort of conclusion, right? Mm. I don't believe that the media was always like this. I think that at one time there was an objective media in the United States. I believe this is new. I believe this is post 9/11 media. I do not believe that the media was always like, if you watch the news now, they are, depending on the channel you watch, they are telling you who you should vote for. Without fully saying it, they are telling you, it'll say on the screen, Donald Trump did not handle the pandemic properly. It'll say that.
Right. But they're not explicitly telling you who to vote for, but they're working around the subject.
It's just it's sad because like news ideally it would be unbiased and objective.
Correct.
But now that they come with opinions and taste.
Well, sensationalization is how you move numbers. You know, you have to get people to watch the show so that you can play advertising.
Yeah, for sure. It's about, as Donald says more than anyone, to him and to a lot of other stations, it's about ratings. News was never about fucking ratings. The Saturday Night Live was about ratings. The news was about journalistic responsibility and about reporting on what was happening. It's just all an editorial. It's all an opinion piece, the whole thing. It's their news is the same as the news we share on the show. It's just like what we think.
Clickbait articles. It's runs deeper than YouTube, that's for sure.
Oh my!
People will get anyone to, or try to get anyone to click on anything with an interesting title, and that's the problem. The problem is when you have a title that you think might give you a whole piece of information, but it's only just a little tidbit, and then you don't read the article, and you're missing out on what they're actually trying to say.
Headlines, bro. Headlines are a staple of our
generation. You gotta read
deeper
than that, or don't read them at all.
I mean, fake news is a real thing. It's just not. It's just not the way that the people who started fake news say it. It exists equally on both sides.
Yeah,
and if not, just a little bit more on the side that coined that term. Unfortunately.